is the reverse plank with hip abduction, TRX reverse plank. My feelings on a reverse plank, most of the time they put them on the shoulder in a really unique and horrible position, one that it's not supposed to be in. So I like to activate those glutes, tuck those hips under, and this is one of the few times we really get a good reverse plank. Also like floor bridges and some of the other kind of setup with the TRX when we're in this. Now the abduction, you can be inside of the green band. That's only for it's a choice, but I don't usually recommend it for someone just starting up. But you do want to make sure that the toes are facing up. In fact, you stay in this position so that you can get those hands underneath those hips at any given time. Make sure we're not going into low back extension, so it's not where the belly button gets up and it's not a rib flare, but it's the hips up. And you're just going to extend those legs out to the side for abduction and back. So open them up like a jumping jack and back. Hands will stay right on top of the hips. Keeping those hips up in the air. Force them to bring those hips up high. But you want to make sure that one of the common deviations is we'll externally rotate those feet open. We don't want that. We want to keep those toes facing upward at all times. That's going to limit the range of motion. They're only going to be able to get about 30 degrees or so of true abduction and back. And so if they're going any wider, more likely than not, they're getting a whole lot more external rotation recruitment. We don't want that. So that is a TRX reverse plank with abduction.